Hi guys, good evening. Let me share my screen. Today what we need to discuss, yesterday we discussed few of the things, right? Uh, like we are discussing about uh, like date picker element, and we discussed other elements also, like input, text input, right? So those things also we already discussed those things. Okay. So today we need to discuss more elements and we need to complete all the elements in today's thing. Okay. So once it is done, then we need to go for the model driven. Understand clearly or not? Okay. Yeah. What is the next one? Like we need to take different elements are also there, right? Those things we didn't discuss it, so we need to discuss those things also here itself. Understand? Yesterday we created with the data a dataverse table related default canvas app is created, and in that like here see we already seen all these things, right? So whichever value you are selected, that value will only displayed in the data table for date picker, same like that only we can do it. Okay. And pen input, we already discussed, right? What pen input will do, that means you can sign the something in everything here itself. Okay. So for signing the signature or something, then we have to use at that point of time, we have to use pen input. Understand clearly? Next one is see here, we need to see like different elements will be there in the popular, all the things we discuss it coming to the input. Okay. So we discussed like pen input. Next one is drop down. Okay. Drop down means it will take the list of values. Okay. So for a particular column, whichever values you want to display it, you just need to show it there itself. Understand clearly? Okay. See here. Suppose, for example, in this drop down, okay. So this is a drop down. In this drop down, you can load the static values. See here, these are the static values by default. It is there. Okay. When you click on this one, you will see some default values 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay. Some default values are shown here. Okay. Suppose, for example, items. Uh, Okay, when you go to the advanced, there you will see this okay. Okay, some default values it will load it into this particular one, or else you can load your own data also. Understand? Suppose, for example, I want to load some data source related table. I want to load it. Okay, so for that, what you have to do is see here, when you select this particular drop down, under the property there is an items is there, right? Under the items you will have by default none option will be there. When you click on this one, if you want to select the data source related one also, you can select it. See here, I want to connect with OneDrive. With OneDrive there are too many things are there, like I want to load this one, whatever. Okay. In this one, what data you wanted? Just you need to select that particular one. Okay. I'm selecting a data source. Okay. In the OneDrive, there is a customers table is there. That table I'm selecting. And after selecting that, which columns data you want to show? that column value, you can select it here. That column you need to select it here under this one. Suppose I want to show the location. Then in the value property, you have to select that particular column. This is the table selection. Under this table, there are so many columns are there, right? So by default, some column is selected. Instead of selecting that one, whichever column you wanted, you need to select that particular column here itself under the value. Understand clearly or not? Okay. See here, when you play this one, see here in this drop down, see here, Canada, Brazil, and everything here itself. Okay. Okay. That means drop down is nothing but a, see, drop down, list box, and combo box. These three elements are similar. But drop down, whichever value you are selected, drop down and combo box, whichever value you are selected, those values only we can see it. But list of values, it is not like that. You can see all the values in a list format, it is shows. That is a behavior. But the selection wise, like here also we can select one value. In the list box also you are selecting one value like that. Understand clearly or not? Selecting the list of selecting a particular values. Okay, you have to use drop downs. Okay, or combo box also there. So when you go to the insert under this one, there is an option. See here, combo box. Both are drop down and combo box. Both are similar like that only it will be there. See, but the difference is, I will show you the difference. See here. Okay. And which column you want, you can select that particular column. See here, it is selecting like a like agent name, but I don't want some agent name. I want to select it as a primary text as location, and here also I can select the location like this. Now, see what will happen. Both. Okay. Drop down and combo box are similar. It is acts like a drop down. See, in the drop down, you have to select a particular value, and that value will be displayed here. Here also, you can do the same operation, but here you can search a value. In the text box, this is a text box. In this text box, instead of scroll down and you can select, instead of scroll down whichever value you want, you can select it. Instead of doing that, in the combo box, whichever value you want in this text box, you can just need to type it there itself, Canada. Okay, see here, that value. Suppose not only this one, if you want to select multiple values, then we have to use this one. Okay, suppose I'm selecting Brazil. See here, now Canada and Brazil is selected. Understand? But in drop down, you can select only one value. That value also, how you can select it, wherever it is, wherever the value is there, you have to scroll down and check it. And after that, you can just select that particular one, that value, only one value only, it will shows there. But in combo box, it is not like that. In the combo box, when you click on this one, there is immediately search option will be there. Whichever values you want, you can just type it there itself. Those related values, you can select a number of values there itself. Understand clearly or not? This is about combo box. Understand clearly or not? Okay. So you understand the difference between combo box and radio button? Okay. Understand? So in drop down, like in drop down, what you have to do, you have to scroll down and select the value there. But in combo box, you can whatever value you want, you can type it in the search bar. Based on that, you can select multiple values there itself. In drop down, we can select only one value. Understand? Vijay, can we select by using control plus click on select multiple values? No. Understand? So that it is not possible. Even whatever by using control plus click also, you can see only one value into that particular one. But here you can select multiple values. That is the main difference between and these two. Okay, combo box and drop down. Anyone having any doubts in this one? Okay, this is how the combo box and radio buttons, drop downs are is there. Very, very, very important. Understand? Next one is, see here, next one. What is the next one here? Like combo box that we discuss it, date picker already discussed it, and list box. See here, what is the list box will do? Suppose I'm taking a list box here. So that means the values in the list format, it will shows it. Okay. But drop down also list in a list format. But whichever value you have selected, those things only it will show it there itself. Okay. Remaining values are hided there itself. But list of in the list box, all the values it will shows. Okay. Understand clearly. So for this also, if you want to load any particular data, a data source related data, you can select it here under this, under the value. What is that one? Location is there. See here. This is it. How many values are there in the all the values in the list format it will show. Is it clear or not? This is how the list box option will be there. Understand clearly? Okay. So this is how we can do it. Not only this one, suppose for example, you can try with a different examples also. Like see here, I'm taking a one example. I will show you. Not taking the blank screen. Uh, Duplicate of this screen. See here, I'm having a different things on there here. Like you can take all these elements with one real-time example also. See, I will show you the real-time example for this one. Okay. And here, see here, I'm taking a drop down. See, this is a real-time example. Okay. Drop down. So, no drop down. Combo box. And I'm loading the customer's data. And which data it is, like location. Here also location. And I'm taking a distinct values of this one because in the right now it is showing all whichever locations are there. If the location is duplicates are there, duplicates also it will shows. But I want to take the distinct values. So for that, what function I have to use? Distinct function. Distinct of table name, comma, which values you want to take the distinct values, you can select that. Okay, see here. Now, when you run this application, when you click on this one, like see here, distinct values, it will shows it. Understand clearly or not? Now what I need to do is I want to lower in this table. This is the table, right? So in this table, I want to take one more column. What is that column? Location column. Suppose, for example, location column, I want to choose it. See, most of the times in real time, you can select some of the filters like in the drop down or combo box or anything. Based on that list of values need to be shown in the either in the gallery or in the table, or these are the things. Okay. So suppose for example, okay, whichever value I'm selected here, those related values I need to display in this particular table. For this one, what I need to do, I'm applying a filter. You know, right? Filter is the only the function to filter the particular selected values. Okay. And table name, comma, what is the column name here? Like one second, location. Okay. location. Okay, this is equal to, what is that one? Whichever combo box value. That means combo box 2 dot selected items. Okay, for drop down, what you have to do, that means drop down dot selected value, because one value only we can select it right there in drop down. That means you have to write drop down dot selected item or selected value or something, whatever it is there that you have to put. But for combo box, selected items. Okay, and close the bracket here. And what will happen here? Logical test. Okay. This one, if I'm taking the drop down, the same thing. String data selected text. Issuing error. Hmm. Mhm. Did I take it from different one? Yes, I think so. One second. Hmm. Customers. Okay. This one. Asian. And it is listed. What is this? Here. Which columns are required? Here it is. So now I'm doing here this free of creation equal to um, the same thing I'm giving here also, but why it is not coming? Case and name, suppose for example, location. Data is pulling from customers, and this is also pulling from customers. Then why it is showing errors? Now see the result. Yeah, see here, it's done. Actually, if it is a drop down, you have to give like this. Drop down three dot selected dot value. Okay. Because you cannot give like this. See, these extensions are very important while at the time of giving the value. So these extensions are very important. Okay. So not only this one, suppose if you take a combo box also. See here, I'm taking an insert combo box. Combo box. Okay. For this also, which related data I need to fill like customers data. And in this, like if it is a customer's data, what type of fields you want it? Location, right? What is this here? Yeah, location. So here also location. Now you can see the location data, right? See here, yeah. And now I want to take the distinct values of this one. See here, distinct, of comma vision. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Okay. Now what I need to do is the same thing. I need to filter in this table. So for this one, what is that one? Okay, you have to give the proper value like combo box 3 dot selected. See here, there is a different options are there. Selected items is there, but everyone is selected items only. Don't click on the selected item. You have to click on selected dot. What is that value? You have to give. Okay. So when you run the application, see here, I'm selecting Brazil. Okay. And I'm selecting Australia also. See here, both data you can see it here itself. Understand clearly or not? Hmm. See here. And if I expand this particular one, okay. If I expand this one, okay. So here, whichever the latest one is selected, that only it will be displayed. Not multiple things are not shown here because only one selected. Because in selected value, okay, you are writing there it is as a selected value, selected, right? That means selected will take only one value. So for this one, I need to change it to different one. See here, is there any different things are there like selected. Okay, you have to select a proper extensions. Okay, otherwise it is showing like this only. Okay, selected items. Mm, or whichever it is the dot combo box 3 dot Selected text dot something. You have to choose a proper one. Okay. In selected only, you have to choose it most of the time. So, okay. But we can select only one value in this one. Okay. In this particular table, if you want to pass it means, then you have to choose an operator different one. Okay. That means if you want to pick it multiple values means you have to use in operator or something like that. Okay. So you have to see here in is equal to operator, it will take only one value, right? We cannot take multiple values. Okay. So that's the reason we are taking here as like either drop down or combo box. Even in the drop down or combo box also we can select only one values only, right? Most of the time. So better to do that. Understand? So whichever value you are selected here, that latest value that it will be displayed. Okay. Suppose if I'm selecting Australia, Australia related data only, we can see it here. Okay. If I'm selecting UK, okay, UK related data, you can see it here. Understand clearly like this. Okay. But so every time for each and everything while you are writing a functions, for each and every element having a different extensions will be there. So please be careful with that extensions. Okay. So sometimes you have to write a selected, sometimes you have to write it with the selected items. Okay, there are different things are there. So with that you have to choose it. Understand clearly? Okay, so this is how uh, about this drop down order. This is one of the scenario. Okay, most of the times we have to use drop down only. Okay, and other elements is like what is the other elements like a list box I already showed you, right? And checkboxes also it will be there. What is this checkbox element? Let's see here, and that means whether it is yes or no related options will be there, right? See here in this. Okay, this is the option it will be there. So if it is S, click on if this, just check the values. Okay, see like this. Okay, yes or no options also included in this particular checkbox. Understand? See here in this one, you can give like there are different properties out there for this one. Okay. And so here in this particular checkboxes, the properties is there is a default properties there. If you on it and by default it is selected. Yes. Okay. By default it is check that particular value. Okay. Instead of this, you can give multiple values in this particular one. Okay. And that means see here in checkbox, give multiple multiple values. See like this. Okay. You can take a static values also. Okay. So there are different examples is there for this checkbox, like taking multiple values, multiple options. Okay. So you can try it in Google or YouTube. There are different examples will be there. You can with those you can try with these checkboxes and everything. Understand? Okay. Next one is like radio buttons. Radio buttons means what is the use of radio buttons means? See here. This is also selection of the values only. There are see here. In Power Apps, we have like multiple selection elements are there. One is drop down, combo box, list box, okay, check box, and radio buttons also. But in this radio button, what will happen? Once at a time, you can select only one value. Remember this point. Okay. So that means, see here, suppose for example, I'm selecting this one. Okay. So once at a time, you can, if I try to select a two, then it will be deselected the which one value and selected the two value. That means in this radio button, you can select only one value once at a time. See here, I want to show one example, one real-time example here. Okay, like text label. Okay, see here, I'm giving this one. There is the text label on the top. It is there. Suppose whichever value my target is, whichever I'm selected here, that related values I want to show it here. Okay, if I'm selecting two value I need to show. For this one, I'm taking this particular radio button as well as I'm taking a label. In this label, I want to show whichever value you are selected. Okay, so for this one, in the text one, under the text property, what you have to do is like a radio one. The name of that particular radio element is radio one. Okay, radio one dot selected dot value. Okay, see here. See, you have to be careful with the extensions. Suppose if I'm selecting one means one value it will show. See here, one. Okay, if I'm selecting two value it will show. For this radio button, okay, if I want to pass it, what I'm doing here itself in the label, just I'm selecting a particular label. In the label, like whatever value I'm selected in the radio button. What is the name of this one? Radio one dot selected dot value is the extension that you have to pass it. Then automatically whichever value are selected in the radio button, that value will be shown there. Understand clearly? Okay, but in radio button we can select only one value. Understand? Remember, very careful for this one. Next one is like there are different other elements are also there, like radio buttons and toggle also we can see. Okay, if it is a toggle, like see here, there is a toggle option will be there. Suppose for example I want to remove all these things because it is completed, right? See here, toggle. Okay, see here. And see here for toggle, if I'm taking a toggle, okay, there is, see, this is the option. Okay, so in this one, see here, there is a default. In this toggle property, you will have a different properties like default one. If it is off, okay. If it is on, I want to on it. See, this is how it will shows it. Okay, off means off it will shows. See here, and whenever you on it, the name it will shows as on, and whenever you off it, it will shows the name as off. Okay, you can change those names also. Okay, how you can change it? See here, under that you can select that particular toggle, and there you will see an option like label padding left now. There is a different properties will be there. Oh, sorry. 1 second. See here, false text. Okay, true text. True text also there. Okay, when you go come here, see here, true text. See here, true text means see here, it is on. In the true text, the name is on, it is showing. That's the reason that on is showing there. Okay, that means instead of this one, I want to change it to show. Okay, in the true text, I want to show name as show. In the false text, I want to show it as like instead of hide, like this. Okay, see here, it will be displayed like this. Okay, when I click on okay, when you run the application, see here, show or hide, like this. Not only this one, there are different properties are there. These toggles are also very important. Okay, when you are working with application. Okay, suppose if you don't want to show these labels, like a show or hide a label names is there, right? If you don't want to show it like this, you can off that particular property. Okay, show label is off it. And the label position, you want to put it as the right side, right? Can if you want to put it as left, see how it will be there, like this. In whichever more, in which place you want to put it, the yes, most of the times this is the correct one only. Understand clearly or not? Suppose for example, so whether the toggle value in we that means so what is the toggle name value, I want to show that particular one, whether it is want to hide it. Suppose for example, this show label, I'm off it here. Okay, for this one, whether it is in on mode or off mode. Okay, that I want to see it. For that one, what I'm taking here, it is like label. Okay, text label. In the text label, so whenever the text label is there, in this one, see here, in this one, what I want to do, toggle, toggle one dot value. See here, true or false only it is shows here, because you see, you're showing something but the labels are showing something, right? Like it is like show or hide, but those things are not shown here, whether it is on or off. If it is on, it will show the true. If it is off, then it will show the false one, like this. See here, like this. Okay, understand clearly? This is how the toggle is used. Next one is, next element is slider. Slider is the element. Okay. When you take the slider, see here, slider is also there. Sometimes it is important. See here. And so when you run this particular application, see the slider value. It will shows whenever you mouse over it at that point of time only what the slider value it is. Clearly shows it. 0 to 100% it will be there. Okay. Suppose for example, I want to see the slider value also. Then see here, whenever you run the application, whenever you mouse over it at that point of time only, in which value it is there, that it will shows. Instead of that one, I want to see the value. Then what you need to do? You need to take the label, and based on the label, there in the label itself, you can show the value. Understand? And slider one dot value. See here, it is showing in now it is showing 15. That's the reason it is showing 50. If it is 66, 66, like that. Without doing this also, without mouse hovering also, we can see the values here itself. Understand clearly or not? So for this one, okay, here like this. If you want to, without using preview also, how you can run the application, you know, right? Alt plus click on that one. Okay. That also it will work, right? So this is how the slider will work. Okay. Okay. Suppose for example, in the slider, I want to take, okay. See here, I'm taking one example. Okay. So then suppose for example, I'm taking a rectangle shape. Okay. There is a rectangle shape is there, like rectangle. Okay. What will happen? See here, it will shows this one, right? So whenever I change the color, then if I want to change the color means light blue color I wanted. Then where you need to go? You need to go to the color property. There is a color property under the custom. See here, if this is a slider, right? This is also a slider for color. See here, whenever you change it here, then automatically the color will be brightness will be changed or not. So this same like that, I need to work on this particular one. Understand? Okay. So whenever I move this one, based on this color need to be changed here. That is what my target. So I don't want to go to the color property and here itself and go to the custom. And this is a slider, right? See here. In the slider, what is this property? Fill property. In the fill property, you can change it. So based on that, automatically, the based on the slider, whatever you are moving here. Okay. So whenever you move this particular one, okay, based on that, the brightness of the rectangle will be changed automatically. For this one, how can I implement this one? Let's see, for example. For example, what I need to do is, see here, this is a slider, right? So whenever I'm moving the slider, based on that below rectangular color need to be changed. For changing a color of any particular element means what property it is? Fill property. What is that? Fill property. So for that one, what I need to do is, I need to go to the, I need to select the rectangle shape and go to the fill property. Okay. In that fill property, see here, suppose, for example, here, like this is the one, okay, and it is showing. So the percentages are shown here itself. Understand? Okay, these are the things. Suppose, for example, my percentage is like 20%, like this. See here. So 20% means that like this it will color. Suppose if it is like 50%. See here. No. Okay. If it is 80%. Like this. Understand clearly or not? So instead of the static value, what I want to do, I want to pass, see here, in this one, this is the color codes, red value, green value, blue value, and alpha value. Okay. So in this alpha value only we can change it. That means whatever the slider value is there, based on the slider value, I want to change it. Okay, see here, what is the slider here? Slider one dot value. Okay, see here. Suppose, for example, now see the application, run the application. See, still it is not working. Why it is not working? Hmm, okay, actually, we need to divide with 100 because 100 is the maximum. Right? That's the reason. See here, now it will works properly. Okay, so run the application. See, if I'm giving this one, see here, now automatically it is changed. Whenever you move this slider, automatically the rectangle shape is color also. Also the fill option is changed. So this is the dynamically you want to change it means. For that one, I'm taking a slider here and I'm taking a rectangle. So if I want to change the brightness of that particular element, then what you have to do? Here you need to go and this is the static one. Go to this color property and changing that particular, but dynamically I want to change the color one. Okay, the brightness one I want to change it. For that one, what we have to do is I have to select the this rectangle shape and go to the fill property. Under the fill property, you will see an option. Okay, so like this, it will be the code will be there. In this one, there is an alpha value is there. In that alpha value, actually, it is giving like 0.25 something. It is there. Okay, like this, it will be there. Instead of this one, this alpha value, I need to change it dynamically. Okay, that means instead of this one, whenever I move the slider, so in that slider, whatever value is there, that value I need to pick it. Okay, that means if slider is 50, understand? But here the thing is, it is showing in the in up to, that means here it is like, suppose for example 0.50 I'm giving here. Whenever I'm giving 0.50 means, that means it will take it as a 50 percentage. Understand? 0.50 means 50 percentage it is. Okay. If the slider is in 60, that means here it will take it as 0.60. That means, so whenever I'm giving a slider name, what is the name of this slider? Slider one dot value. If I'm giving this one, directly it will shows the value here. That means, okay, what it will shows there, that means whatever value is there, that means here it is showing like, okay, 50. Suppose for example, if it is 60 you do, but I want to take it as alpha value in decimal places. That means you need to divide that particular value. Understand? How much value you want to divide in decimal? See here, in alpha value, 0 to, that means 0 0.10 to 0 that means up to 1. Okay, 0 to 1 only it will consider the alpha value. Understand? 0 to 1 only, in between that only it considered the alpha value. So if I'm passing slider dot one dot value means, what is that one? If slider is 60, 60 it will take, but it won't. If you are taking 60 alpha value, always it will show the brightness only. But what you have to do, you have to convert that particular value into decimal values. Okay, if it is 60, you have to convert into 0.60. Okay, if it is 50, that means slider value is 70, 0.70. If it is slider value is 90, 0.90. Like that, dynamically you need to take it. For that, what I'm doing is divide with 100. Whenever you divide with 100, suppose if it is 50, 50 divided by 100, how much it is? 0.50, right? 0.5. If it is 60 means 0.60. Understand clearly or not? Like that, it will consider. So that's the reason I'm giving divide with 100, because the alpha value must and should be in between 0 to 1 only. Understand clearly or not? That's the reason I'm giving this one. So then whenever you are moving the slider, based on that, color is changed. Understand clearly or not? Understand clearly or not? Yeah, this is the one. And you can change the slider one to, see here, Vijay, it is the, actually it is a slider value, minimum value is 0, maximum value is 100. Can we change it? Yes, you can change it, minimum value and maximum value. Where you can change it? Here itself. Select the slider. There is a properties like max and minimum. Here itself you can change those values here itself. Understand? You want to start from like 50. Okay, and you can give the maximum values 150. Understand? Like this. See here, now when you run the application, it always starts with the 50. See here, and when it comes here, it is always like this. Understand clearly or not? Okay, so based on that, the value will be changed. Understand clearly or not? So you can set the maximum minimum value for the slider. And okay, and next one is like next one is, there are different other elements. Rating is there, right? So that we can discuss it. See here the rating, there is another element, rating. Okay, in this rating, see here, So whenever you come down, see here, this is a rating related element. Okay. Sometimes if it is required, you have to use it also. By default, it will take only 5. Vijay, I want to take it only 3. I want to take it as a 10. Is it possible? Yes. Select this particular one. In this, see here, the maximum value is there, right? I want to put it as a 10 here. See here. Now the 10s are showing. The default value is 3 it is. Okay. That means 3 is automatically selected. Suppose, for example, if I'm selecting this one, see here, what is how much values are selected? See, I don't want to count it. Okay, automatically I need to display it. So for that one, what I need to do is same. I'm taking an element. Okay, in that element, I want to show you. Okay, suppose for example, okay, see here, what is this one like rating rating one dot. Yeah, see, if the rating is if the rating you are selected as 7, see here 7 it is showing. The rating is 3, 3 it is shown like this. Okay, better to put that one also. Okay, because how much you are selected. Sometimes what will happen? I want to give 3.5 or I want to give 4.5. Okay, like that. So how you can give those things? So you need to know, right, whether 3.5, 3.7, or 3 point something like that. Okay, you want to know, right? So for that reason you have to take the better to take the uh, hmm, label, and you can see those things there itself. Understand clearly or not? Okay, any doubts in this one? Okay, this is about the rating one. Okay, next one is like you can take like there are different options like, see, suppose for example, um, is there any other options? Timer, see here, timer option is also there. We need to discuss about the timer also. See, for this timer, okay, when you see here, what, see, the timer is like by default it is showing this one, and duration here it is showing like 60,000. What is this one? 60,000 means 60 seconds. Here it is shows in a milliseconds. Okay, that means 1 second is equal to 1,000, right? Okay, 60 means 60,000 only it will be there. Here it is showing in a millisecond. See here, when you mouse over it, it will shows in the pop-up window length of timer in milliseconds. It will shows. Understand clearly? Okay. Suppose, see here, in this there are different options are there, like repeat. Suppose when that particular timer is end. Okay, when it comes to end after 60 seconds. So what is the maximum timer it is there? 60 seconds. After 60 seconds, okay, by default it will be stopped there itself. I want to repeat it again from the starting onwards again. Then you have to choose an option. Repeat is need to be selected as on. Okay. When you select it as on, see here, I will show you clearly. Suppose, for example, 5,000. And now run the application. See, click on this one. Okay. Automatically it will be started. See here, after 5 seconds, again it will be started from first onwards like this. Understand clearly or not? So there are different properties of the timer is there, like okay, auto start automatically without clicking. So when you play this application, okay, when you play the app, so you need to click on that one, then only it will be started. Otherwise, it won't be started. Suppose if you choose this option, auto start option, Okay. Then see, when you play the application automatically without clicking on this one, automatically it will start at the timer. Understand clearly or not? Okay. Okay. So like this. So sometimes there are different options will be the real time. So when you reach to this particular seconds, I want to enable this one, or else I up to that I want to disable this one. Okay. So those things that we can discuss in tomorrow's class. In tomorrow's class, like whenever suppose the timer is reached 10 seconds, immediately I need to show the particular data table element. Otherwise, I need to up to that, I need to hide that particular data table. Okay. Okay. Like that, there are different scenarios, real-time scenario is there. I will explain you in tomorrow's class. Understand clearly or not? Anyone having any doubts in this one? So we can stop it here and we'll continue tomorrow. And yesterday I shared the document. Again on Monday, I will share the document again. Okay. Anyone having any doubts? Monisha, like it is not like I showed you, right? A drop down three dot selected dot value, not like this. Is this work, Monisha? Like drop down three dot selected dot text dot location? Oh, okay. Okay, fine. Like that also you can mention it, like drop down three dot selected dot value. Okay. So extensions for each and every elements are very important. Sometimes, okay, if you choose a proper extension of that element only, then only the values are displayed there. Otherwise, it will throw us an error. For that error also, we didn't understand what is that error also. So that's the reason, please be careful. Okay. Anyone having any doubts? Tomorrow also class will be there at the same time. Tomorrow we need to discuss more. Okay. Monday onwards, fresh topic like model driven app. Okay. So remaining things, all the Canvas app related, tomorrow 100% it will be completed. Okay. Then the topics are completed like Dataverse related and Canvas app it is completed. And after that we need to discuss model driven app. After completing model driven app, portal app. After completing that, few more options will be there. Those things like solutions. Okay. And not only solutions, like there are different options. Okay. Yeah. Well, and custom connectors also. Okay. Those things also I will explain you here. Okay. Anyone having any doubts on this one? Okay. We can stop it here and we'll continue tomorrow. Bye, guys.